Welcome, beautiful souls. It's the Astro Mix Goddess, Mix Master Tracy Ann, here with a collective message. Yes, that's right. I am here, ready to pull some cards with a collective message for the current energies. So, before we get started, let us take a moment to connect with our breath, taking some nice, slow, calming inhales through the nose and holding, and a nice, deep exhale out. Go ahead and take another breath. It feels so good to connect with the calming, healing magic, the power of our breath. Dear God, the heavens and Mother Earth, I thank you. I call upon the highest and most sacred spiritual energies to be with us, to guide us, to share love, peace, healing, and divine wisdom with us. We thank you so much and we welcome you in with love. Breathing in that love from our soul evolution team, our soul angel ancestors, those of pure love and pure light. We raise ourselves up to receive the wisdom of this collective message for December 2024. And we know that through your love, it is done. And so it is. And so it shall be. So I have 3 decks that I'll be pulling from today. The first one is the Black Moon Lilith Oracle deck. I'll be pulling from an Inner Child Oracle deck, as well as the General Rider-Waite Tarot deck. So let's just go ahead and start. Let's see what these beautiful collective messages may be. We're traveling through Mercury retrograde. It's still Sagittarius season. There's a lot of deep core healing that is taking place in regards to the body and old narratives that we've been telling ourselves. So what do we need to move forward? Mars retrograde is on the way. That's going to be taking place on the 6th of December till February 15th. So we ask for a message of the highest order with harm to none. Just give so much thanks. Let's see what these messages have in store for us. All right. So the first card that I pulled is number 19. This is Mary Magdalene, Divine Loyal Goddess. So already the Divine Feminine is stepping up. The Divine Feminine is coming in to restore our relationships, reminding us of the importance of balance. What does balance look like? But not only that, this energy is about choosing the right people that are for your life, choosing the right people that nourish your soul. So I love the energy of this already, because this is all about discernment, devotion, commitment, healing, sensuality, passion, dismantling old beliefs surrounding sexuality and sexual energy. And that's an issue, a deep core wound that we've been dealing with within the collective, is the true understanding of sexual energy. So when we think of what Mary Magdalene represents, what she's known for, witnessing the crucifixion and being the first to see Christ consciousness as it resurrected from the dead, that really shows us a powerful aspect of the divine feminine's sexual energy of creation. This energy has been shamed. It has been manipulated. It has been distorted in the hearts of many men and women throughout the entire world. The true understanding of feminine sexuality has been plagued with the system and the programming of patriarchy rule. So this is a message. I'm getting the message that with Mars retrograde, restoring the masculine principle, the divine feminine can feel more protected in the hearts of many and is able to rise. But how does the divine feminine rise? Well, I feel like the next card, number 23, and going back really quick, number 19 is a sacred, very esoteric number that represents endings at a very deep spiritual and psychological level. So we are ending a significant cycle of distorted feminine energy, distorted divine goddess energy. And this card, Mary Magdalene, comes up as a reminder for both men and women. This isn't gender specific. We're just talking about the principles of masculine and feminine. So this message is both for men and women, that they will be able to rise up in their divine feminine energy, creativity, wisdom, intuition, sensuality. A chapter is closing and a new one is beginning. We are shedding the lesser density frequencies of old timelines, and we're accessing new timelines that support balanced principles of masculine and feminine. So what I was going to say is, how is this done? Well, the next card is the moon, number 23. So this is all about emotional and intuition. This is all about healing. This is about addressing what's within, going within, addressing it, nurturing it, and bringing yourself to a new level of psychic awareness that will guide you forward. So the healing that's taking place this week is ancestral. It deals with deep, deep-rooted feminine things. Again, this is not just, it's beyond gender. So when I'm saying masculine or feminine, let's take it beyond gender and understand what these principles represent. Masculine, physical protection, action, confidence, assertion. This is the positive principle. This is doing. This is this is the doing aspect, because I see the feminine more as the creating, being in that state of stillness, of rest, of psychic understanding, of spiritual balance. We're talking about principles here. So please do not get caught up in those terms as most of society does relate them to gender. This is at a level of consciousness, okay? So, the healing and the frequencies that are coming through from various star systems are helping us heal through some significant ancestral core wounds. A lot of these wounds entail our time in the womb. A lot of these wounds entail from our time in the womb and everything that we've experienced. So we are having to go back even towards the womb, towards conception, understanding our parents' energy, understanding their parents' energy, because this healing is taking place at a core level. It's ancestral. The moon is also an indication that our intuition and our psychic senses are increasing. And let me tell you, they definitely are increasing. Be gentle with yourself. Be kind. If you are unsure of what's occurring, write it down. Seek trusted sources. Just don't run to anyone for the answers. Try to sit with yourself first. The answers will come to you, but it's really important for you to tune into yourself right now. Be gentle with your body. The messages, the dreams, the day. All right, so I think the messages were coming in strong, and I was hitting on something because my devices literally just cut off on me. So I'm just going to start over and just say that the themes that we're experiencing this week is a significant ancestral clearing of lesser frequencies. It's an increase of intuition, an increase of psychic understanding. We're needing to look at how we were conditioned as children. Yes, that is what's coming to me. So let me go ahead then, since that's what's coming, let me go ahead and pull a card from the inner child deck to just further back up this message. And again, we just give so much thanks for Great Spirit, for God, Mother Earth. The Divine Feminine is waking up thanks to the healing of the masculine energy. Our intuition is increasing. We're going through a deep level of emotional healing, and this is requiring us to look at the areas where we were conditioned as children. So let me go ahead and pull a message from the inner child deck. Just connecting with the inner child within, letting our inner child know that you are loved, you are honored, you are appreciated. I am sorry for the lack of knowledge or the lack of care that I have given you. And I ask you, what do you need from us to better support you? All right, I think that's enough. And I'll say really quick too, since the moon card came up, if you are aware of what your natal moon sign is in astrology, which I always tell everyone, your big three is so important, yes, but make sure you know your sun and moon. What moon phase were you born under? But if you are familiar and know, or if you know a website, you can go to astro.com, astro.com. That's a really great site to input your information. But find your moon sign and use that as a guidepost to understand your emotional needs, right? Like, for example, my moon is in Sagittarius. My emotional needs, I need truth. I need honesty. I need freedom. I need laughter. I need joy. I need love. I need heartfelt community connections. So take a look at that, right? Maybe you have your moon in Aries. You're being taught how to gain emotional leadership in your life. So let's ask for a message from our inner child. You don't have to do it alone, so reach out for support. What did I just say earlier? I said the things that we are going through are, they're intense, and there could be a lot of different wounds, emotions, thoughts, or feelings that are coming up. So it's so important for you to connect with a trusted source, to connect with a trusted a friend, a therapist, a healer who you work with, one person that you can trust with, the core wounds of you. Reach out for support. You don't have to do it alone. Call on your guides. They are here, ready, all around us, seeking to support us during the shift. This shift is, so what am I getting? The shift is different. Yes, we know it's different than before. Give me something more. It's refined. It is truly bringing us to a higher octave within the collective. But in order to reach that higher octave, the body, the aura, the blueprint is still holding on to trauma. Okay, so the next card is listen. Your inner child has something to tell you. So yes, meditation, introspection, self-care, guarding your energies, protecting your energies, clearing off your aura, clearing your physical body, clearing your emotional body, your mental body is important right now. That way you can get in tune and get in touch with the messages from your inner child, because your inner child does have something to say. Maybe it's feel neglected in the past and it's starting to heal that, and it's coming out and it's bringing a new level of joy, of inspiration, of passions, of creativity. But maybe there's something that you need to change. Maybe there's a habit that needs to shift. Maybe there is something that you're holding on to that your inner child wants you to let go of, but wants to support you and wants you not to neglect it anymore like you have neglected it in the past. You are reparenting yourself. You're reparenting the child within. Be gentle. Play with the child. Color with the child. Dance with the child. Sing with the child. Laugh with the child. Let's go with the child. Let me go ahead and pull one more card. We give so much thanks for that inner child, the inner teenager, the inner baby, the inner toddler, all of those aspects to who we are, the aspects that maybe weren't emotionally fed properly, that weren't loved, that weren't nourished, that weren't understood, that needed to seek external validation because they weren't properly cared for, because it's hard. A lot of people don't realize that when we have children, you really have to tune into that specific being and understand what they need, but you can't understand what they need and tune into them if you're not tuning into self. Maybe your parents weren't able to tune into you, and this is about forgiveness. This is about forgiving them on their journey, not condoning their behavior, not condoning their lack of awareness, but forgiving them for not being able to tune into their needs to better support you. So you don't have to do this alone. And listen, I'm going to go ahead and pull one more card. Let me just get one more message. You are wanted. I'm getting the chills. Our inner child has something to say. You are wanted. You are accepted. You are appreciated. You are loved. I'm not mad at you. I'm not sad anymore. I just want to come out. I want to come out and experience life. I don't want to be afraid. I want to be strong like I know that I am. I want to use my imagination. I want to love freely and trust that I am receiving the same love in return. I don't want to hide anymore. You are wanted. I am wanted. There is a home within. That is why I've been saying since 2011, thank you to the sun, the moon, the stars, and the planets for guiding me home safely, guiding me home to the inner child safely. So we have a rise of the divine feminine principle within as the masculine goes through the healing. Both are necessary. One is not better than another. Both are necessary. They're counterparts. They're components that are needed for the whole. They are the components that make Great Spirit, that make the elements, the components that came forth from the ethers. It's not about which one is better. It's about honoring both. But right now, as the masculine goes through a massive heart reconstruction, the feminine has to rise to gently let us know it's okay. We will be okay. We don't have to do this alone. We're supported physically and we're supported spiritually. That's why we have to tune in and clear our emotions and really get in tune with ourselves so we can discern the energies that are for us and the energies that aren't for us. Let's stop wasting our time and putting ourselves in places just because we need to be accepted because the inner child wants to be seen. No, we can find new, constructive, creative ways for the inner child to be seen. We can find new ways for the inner child to be loved, to be nourished, to be fed, to be honored, to be appreciated. We are wanted. So I'm going to go ahead, pull a couple more cards, just to get any follow-up messages. And just thanking our guides. The Fool. Brand new beginnings, tapping into that inner childlike energy. And we could still harness the Fool-like energy, the inner child energy, and not be worried about the decisions that we're making because we know and have faith that we are divinely guided on our path. So that is beautiful. The inner child is speaking creativity, joy, new beginnings, passions. Wow. That's extremely powerful. The Devil. Trusting ourselves on the journey so we won't be misled. So we won't be misled into the negative forces. Letting go of bondage, letting go of conditioning, letting go of obsession, letting go of jealousy, letting go of friendships that don't serve us, business, anything that no longer serves us because the inner child. Okay, hold on. The Tower. Oh my God. We are going through a massive awakening. Y'all, this is truly a massive awakening. I'm glad that I listen to my inner child today, listen to myself and share this collective reading with you. And thank you so much for taking the time and take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Listen to your inner child. But I just pulled the Fool, the Devil, and the Tower. 3 major arcana cards. The Holy Trinity, the masculine principle, the feminine principle, and the child, right? So the Fool reminds us of the brand new beginnings, the infinite potential, and the freedom that comes from stepping out of the past, stepping out of the unknown, right? So we're called to trust this sacred flow of the journey. However, the Devil comes in, not necessarily as a warning, but more so as a mirror. So it's asking us, like I said, what are we holding on to? Obsessions, fears, jealousies, insecurities, illusions, right? What are we holding on to? How do we let go of the things that aren't serving our highest past? Illumination of choice. Okay, that's what's coming to me. An illumination of choice. We are being divinely illuminated with very aspects of choices right now, and we have to tune into the inner child, the mature, the healed part of ourselves. Tune into that and make better choices, make better decisions, align decisions. When we tap into the feminine energy of rest and renewal, our spirit is fed, our spirit is nourished, and we're able to make better decisions. The Devil teaches us about the illusions of control, about the illusions of attachment and addictions. They're really just constructs and conditioning of the mind. So if we have support here that's giving us the power to heal ancestral core psychological themes, the devil comes in showing us that it's all just an illusion. It's just all themes about control, attachment, survival, security. We have to recognize them. We hold the power to dissolve them. We hold the power to let them go, but we have to recognize them. We have to find the courage. And with the divine feminine and masculine energy rising in a brand new way, the inner child speaking, our guides are supporting us, we have the ability to dissolve them and reach liberation. So liberation is in our reach. Freedom is in our reach within this awakening. But we have to take the initiative. We have to take the step forward. And with the tower here as well, shaky foundations must go. So divine intervention, everything that's been built, our belief systems, narratives, choices, our understanding of divine feminine and divine masculine principles, all of that is unstable, false, illusionary, created from the devil energy needs to go. It needs to crumble so it can make space for alignment and authenticity. So one thing we got to understand, and I'm going to pull one more card and then pretty much close out. One thing we got to understand is the tower just doesn't come in just to destroy something because it's bored. There's a reason. There's a purpose behind this act of destruction. This is not just for the sake of chaos. The tower comes in to fully clear the way. Oh my gosh, the star. Whew. Okay. Wow. 4 major arcana cards, and I couldn't even make this up. Everything was properly shuffled. I feel so amazing right now just to really understand that we are on this powerful trajectory of transcending old timelines. Whew. We truly are transcending it. We're dissolving the illusions of control, false foundations, shaky, unstable, unhealthy, karmic relationships. Divine intervention comes in. It's a sacred destruction that births renewal. Next year is a number 9 year, and it's the Chinese year of the wood snake, renewal, shedding. But then the star comes in, and the star comes in as the light that's guiding us home. It reminds us that the aftermath of every transformation, every storm will come with clarity. After the fall of the tower comes the rise. We got it in order too. Wow. This is beautiful. We have the path cleared. Our way is illuminated with faith, trust, joy, inspiration. This is a radical journey that we're on right now, a sacred recalibration, infinite potential. Light frequencies are coming in at a higher speed. That's why we are dealing with different body ailments, aches, or pains, because what we are healing is at a genetic level. It's DNA, genetic, ancestral, going back to the land of time. Whew. Just thinking about this energy and taking a look at the cards that I pulled. We are in an extremely powerful time. We got the last 3 in order. The devil, okay? The tower, and the star. Remember that. Letting go of false illusions. Everything unstable is giving way. Healing, restoration, renewal, optimism, faith, inspiration is here. I'm not even going to say it's on the way because it's here right now. So be gentle with yourself this week. Spend time. Perhaps you should create a 10 to 15 minute sacred ritual, just a simple meditation, a simple prayer, simple intention setting to your inner child. Honor the divine masculine and divine feminine principles within you. Expect a lot of themes in regards to feminine energy at a physical, biological level. Sure, we can look at it now. Maybe there'll be some conversations, themes dealing with mothers, sisters, women. Of course, it could be the opposite spectrum as well. Some themes dealing with the men, and maybe those themes or topics with men stem from a feminine principle that is redefining itself right now. So I'm going to go ahead and leave that right there. I want to thank our guides, God, Great Spirit, Most High, which term resonates with you, for supporting us during this time. Thank you for the energies. Thank you for this beautiful collective message. And again, be gentle with yourself. Be kind. If you're experiencing heavy healing, grief, or anything of that nature, take it slow. Sending you so much love.